2.
And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym of Crypto, episode 675. Today is Friday, March 5th, 2021, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and good gracious. I don't know why I was just yelling at everybody. I swear I feel like this mic doesn't pick me up, and I know it does. So my bad. Top stories of the day. Much wow, the Dallas Mavericks to accept Dogecoin for tickets and merch. Argo Blockchain CEO becomes first publicly traded company exec paid in Bitcoin. Binance Smart Chain Copycat project loses $31 million in possible rug pull. Co-founder of Floyd Mayweather promoted ICO sentenced to 8 years. MicroStrategy dismisses market uncertainty, buys another Bitcoin dip, and more. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what's going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So taking a look at our prices for today, Bitcoin is at $48,663, down 1.8%. Ethereum at $1,510, down 3.5%. Cardano at 117, up 2.7%. Binance Coin at 228 is down 3.7%. Polkadot at 33.8, down 5.7%. Ripple, one of the only in green at 46 cents, is up 2.6%. Uniswap at 27.41 is down 4.2%. Litecoin at $178 is down 3.4%. And last but not least, Chainlink at 27.45 is down 5%. Uniswap is a new entry into the top 10. Bitcoin Cash and Stellar getting knocked out of the top 10 there. So Uniswap is taking hold as far as price goes. And because it is, much like Binance, a utility where you can actually use it to save on fees, I'm sure that gives people incentive to keep buying it. So a lot of coins going sideways. Don't get your panties in a bunch about a little dip. It's still $48,000 Bitcoin, people. So calm down. I see some people calling for 25K because of a small dip.
And woo-hoo, does that happen fast already? The top 10 has changed again, people. All good. It's okay. I know it. And we're going to keep it pushing. Like we always tell you, just because your coin's in top 10 don't mean it will stay in it. And yeah, this is kind of showing it again as well. All right, top story of the day. Much wow. The Dallas Mavericks to accept Dogecoin for tickets and merch. That is right. We will hodl any we get, Mark Cuban told Cointelegraph. In other words, that's Mr. I bought the top himself. Look, I'm going to get my money back. I don't care if I got to make the whole organization accept it. I'm going to get my money back. What's going on, Mark? Cuban accepting Dogecoin.
Oh, yeah. So Mark Cuban, he has stated that he is proud to be the first business to accept the crypto Dogecoin for payment using BitPay. Yeah, you can now use Dogecoin to buy tickets and merch online, making Dallas Mavericks shop more accessible to MFFLs everywhere. And of course, they use the black guy as an advertisement. They always throw us out there whenever they're trying something new. So if it fails, you can have his face on it and not Mark Cuban's. But again, this is another step in the medium of exchange era. As you're starting to see, store of value is the best way to hold Bitcoin, but we're starting to move into the medium of exchange era. And of course, Dogecoin is probably better being spent than it is trying to buy and hold long term. It's fast, it's quick, and it's not really. Whenever it's not pumping, it's pretty solid of going sideways. So it's actually a pretty stable coin to pay with. And BitPay CEO Stephen Pear says the NBA franchise is helping pave the way for cryptocurrency adoption. He states that BitPay believes with continued crypto adoption, the industry is reaching an inflection point that will forever change consumer confidence, trust, and pave the way for blockchain payments to disrupt the way consumers and businesses receive and spend funds. Yeah. All right. So the big thing here is I think Mark Cuban holds a lot of Dogecoin. He wants to put this news out to make it seem like, hey, this is a real crypto. Keep buying it. And then on the back end of that, trying to collect as much as possible as well. So if you want to spend it, cool. But again, if there's another pump that comes, you might be angry at what you bought.
Yeah, you know what? I will say shout out to him because he may have put him in there in an effort to help the minority community. So maybe he was like, I'm gonna get this brother a job right quick and let him get this check. I'll take that high road. But no, what's even crazier than what you just said, as far as like, yeah, clearly Mark Cuban is holding a lot of Dogecoin. Like clearly he got in when Snoop Doge meme came out. Mark was like 20 million, I'm buying. You know, something else we want to point out is something we just mentioned the other day. 3 indicators in 1 week for Doge to actually pump, and it did not pump. People, that is because right now people are not going off of what you actually should be trading on. They're going off a psychological trading cycle, and it has nothing to do with the actual fundamentals of the project itself. Again, we've seen in the past, 3-4 days, we saw Dogecoin get put in 1,800 ATMs around the United States. We saw Dogecoin's developer come out and say, hey, we actually sped it up and it works even better now and can scale more. And then Mark Cuban comes out and say, hey, we're accepting Dogecoin for all Dallas Mavericks stuff in an effort to get my regular money back that I spent on it. Now, all three of those events should make that price start to skyrocket, at least in the short term, right? But it's not doing anything to it. In fact, it is still going off the will of Bitcoin and the regular market itself. So again, that just kind of goes to show people, you never know when it's going to hit. You never know what the next big thing is, but it probably won't be it. Again, just had to bring that coin up today. Some quick shout outs. What's going on? Notes from Jews, Solar Mike, Dylan Darchinville, Madam Crypto, and Naro Ima, Will 45. What's up? Easy 001, Solar Mike. Oh, there we go. Black Wealth Boot Camp here. B1. Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Boyce Watkins. Shout out to that Black Wealth Boot Camp and Boyce Watkins for having us over there. Coach Bettis, Peace from Orlando. Leroy Forbes, Too Rich to Miss. Yeah, speaking of Orlando, do they tax the Mickey Mouse dollars down there? I know they getting taxed down there too, because
they'll tax them Disney dollars.
Hey, you see what I'm saying? You can't take Mickey money, can you? You can't go down there and take Mickey money, but you can take everyone else's. What's going on, Antoinette Day, Daniel Perez, Blues Lover, Alfonso Clark, Brian Allen, Tasha Clark, Marcus Howe. Good morning from Denver, Mile High. First time, I think I saw a Denver one here, so good morning from Denver. Wendy Nichols, good morning. Let's see. Torrance J playlist. The description for the hoodies are in the description. These are from Minho Donahue, one of our in-house crypto warriors. Let's go. Diva Style, Rai Kwanji, Fumble the Face, tuning in from the UK. Damon King, Keno Green. All right, Dalen Cravens from Kansas City. Oh, we got people from everywhere. There we go.
Let's go.
All right, we're going to have to just start shouting out states. Last but not least, quick shout out. Thank you, Walter Beasley, for the big tip. Thank you. You said love what you do. Hey, we love to be here and appreciate the support. All right.
Let's get these likes up real quick while we're talking. We only have 50 likes. And we got 114 watching. We should have at least 100 likes. Let's do it. Get these likes up. Don't be a lurker.
Ashley Robles 001 said, I don't understand the hype with Doge. It literally had no utility. People are dumb. Listen, it's crazy. Like we said, when things should actually pump, it doesn't pump. So you just never know. Super crazy.
Yeah, the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent.
There we go. Mike Osho says stocks are red as today. Don't trip. Crypto doing well. You like how I muted myself? Yeah, stocks are doing pretty bad today too. And people don't forget, as everybody's looking at the doom and gloom of cryptocurrency and stuff, they're trying to put $1 trillion. They're trying to print another $1 trillion, or at least give out that amount. Who knows if it's already printed or not? But they're trying to give people $1.9 trillion. Like, some of that money is going to flow into the crypto market at this point. Like, trust me, there's been other years I have been worried. Bitcoin is able to tell you, I've asked the question, like, hey, we still in the clear? What are your thoughts? This isn't one of those years. I think we are good to go this year. It is only March, and Bitcoin is still living at the 48, 47K mark. All right. Now, with all that said, Argo Blockchain CEO becomes first publicly traded company exec paid in Bitcoin. What?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Oh,
yeah. What's going on with this story? I almost stopped and said, well, technically it would be Brian Armstrong, but they're not public yet. So what's going on with this Argo Blockchain CEO? And this is a pretty cool story to see.
Oh, yeah. Peter Wall, who is the CEO of Argo Blockchain, instead of just having a publicly traded company that holds Bitcoin, he took it up a notch. He said, I'm taking my entire salary in Bitcoin. And in a February operational update, the company, which trades on the London Stock Exchange, said that as of Monday, Wall will begin taking the salary in the cryptocurrency, and any other Argo members may choose to be paid in Bitcoin for part of or all of their salaries. That is amazing to see because, again, the Bitcoin economy is being built from scratch. As soon as you have CEOs getting paid in Bitcoin, you got football players getting paid in Bitcoin. Soon businesses are going to say, all right, well, we accept Bitcoin in mass. And then they're going to say, oh yeah, we can spend it, but it's going to have to be a huge discount, and then on and on from there. So shout out to Peter Wall for taking this huge step. I'm sure he will not be the last. And they do mention in here, by contrast, in fact, Argo is paying Wall in Bitcoin straight from the company's coffers. That means straight from their own holdings of Bitcoin, they're paying him. That's how much they believe in it. And I believe he'll have employees join on as well.
I mean, you talk about Bitcoin going back to the Genesis block. Like, this is how people initially started using Bitcoin. They were mining it. They were buying pieces with it. They were paying themselves with it. So we started to see that happen again. And it is one of those things where people always say, well, can you get paid in it? Now this is a yes. Can you spend it? Now that's a yes too. So everything, everybody made this idiotic noise with when they asked us or other people in the crypto space, idiotic questions like, can you spend it? Can you do this with it? Can you get paid in it? The answer is yes, yes, yes. Now there are fewer and fewer excuses every day. And by the way, I want to mention that Dogecoin story. Let's not make it that, you know, it's cool that to see that they're accepting Dogecoin as well. But another reason why we're pointing that out as he must be holding a lot is because almost across almost every platform for that accepts cryptocurrency, you can accept all cryptocurrencies. Like you can accept like you can accept the top 500 cryptocurrencies on all these payment platforms. When you talk about BitPay, OneCoin, all these places, you can accept hundreds of cryptocurrencies. So the fact that Mark Cuban is highlighting Dogecoin is like, all right, bro, you got bags in it because you can accept all cryptocurrencies. And what I mean by that, people, is like literally the platform, the same way you do your wallets, where it says when you have a wallet, which tokens or projects, NFTs you want to add, you can push the plus sign on Bitcoin, plus sign Ethereum, Litecoin. I know some of you got some XRP in there. It is the same way when you're getting paid and accepting crypto. You literally go on the back end. I mean, I could probably log into ours, but I haven't checked in forever, so I don't want to log in for everyone. But you can log in and you can literally just look at the cryptos you all accept and just click it. So again, kind of want to point that out as well when it comes to everybody getting paid in Bitcoin, not just the Argo Blockchain CEO, or not just the people going inside the Mavericks Center actually spending it. Like, this is a to and fro thing these days. It's here, people. The technology has caught up.
Yeah, he even says Google will probably start paying people in crypto in 3 to 5 years. Like, it's just going to happen, people. Just get ready.
Yep. All right. Binance Smart Chain Copycat project loses $31 million in possible rug pull. I mean, we were just talking about copycats with PancakeSwap. And now, as the story says, users now need to ask how many more protocols are at risk. Do they really want to know the answer to that, Bitcoin Zay?
Oh, man. If they do want to know the answer, every project is at risk. And you can be next if you don't have security in place. At roughly 9 a.m. UTC today, Meerkat, a decentralized finance protocol on Binance's smart contract platform, lost 31 million worth of BNB tokens. While the team initially claimed that they had been the victim of an exploit, they have since deleted all social channels. And due to the nature of the exploit, some believe the team liquidated, and pilfered user funds, a type of scam colloquially referred to as a rug pull. And this is very common in the crypto market with projects that are unproven. They raise a lot of money, and then one day they disappear and say, oh, we were hacked, or there was an exploit, or our smart contract failed. And then you get dumped on because the price goes down 70%, 80% in a day. This is a fork of Ethereum native yield protocol, Yearn Finance, and it was only a few hours old when the attack drained its vault. So what people are doing, they're playing your psychology against you. If you look at Binance Smart Chain, if you look at Ethereum, if you look at Cardano, if you look at the top projects and you say, hey, this project is great, but it's worth $10 per coin. This project's the same, but it's only worth $1, which is, way less. People use unit bias. So they start saying, hey, I'm going to invest in the competitor. Meerkat just copied and pasted Yearn Finance, and then it got exploited. So people were buying it. They had 31 million worth of Binance. Same thing happened with Uniswap. Somebody copied and pasted from PancakeSwap, and then PancakeSwap actually passed it in market cap because of unit bias. It's cheaper, so they're like, hey, this is a competition. We can go up. So Meerkat lost 31 million, and I'm pretty sure there's just good old classic rug pull. Get the money and go.
It's crazy that this is still happening in this space, but it actually brings up a good point. I did see some of the comments yesterday, and shout out to everybody who leaves comments. We try to answer as many as we can. If not, we try to answer them live on the show. But I did see a couple of people saying, what's the deal with the rebranding? Like, rebranding could be a good thing. If they come back rebranding, they might have worked out and fixed out their problems. I agree with the sentiment, but in reality, what happens in the crypto space too often is that these companies will go through something like this and rebrand 2 years later and do the same thing. So that's the reason why we did yesterday talk about the rebranding of companies. That's why it's important. That's why you have to keep track, because this is the next one you got to keep track of. Like when you see projects like this, figure out who is a part of the team. Do your own research. Who is a part of this team? Who are these developers? Who are these people to let it happen? And then kind of watch their moves for the next couple of years. So when you see that next best thing project, you already know it's a quick pump and dump, not anything you should be parking your money in.
Oh yeah, and I do want to highlight this right here where it says forking is common in Ethereum DeFi circles, but BSC has elevated it to an art. Many of the stable Ethereum dApps and even art projects have an exact Binance replica, meaning that the previous attack vectors that plagued DeFi may now plague BSC. So again, people are taking Ethereum dApps, copying them, putting them on Binance Smart Chain, and just calling it something different. So those attack vectors are still there. If you copy off somebody's paper and they make an F, you got an F. What a dummy. So that's what people are doing, raising a bunch of money and then just leaving.
So my thing with this almost is, I wonder if it's somebody inside. Like this is the new hustle. This is the new 2017 scam. This is the new hustle. Just refork something. And then again, to kind of tie this all back around for the history of it, people, you remember, was it last week we mentioned SegWit, how Bitcoin in 2017 implemented SegWit to scale better. Of course, Coinbase implemented it late because they want all those fees. Roger Ver created Bitcoin Cash because he didn't want SegWit. When he created Bitcoin Cash, that's essentially what they did. He just forked it off. He took most of the regular Bitcoin blockchain, fixed some things up, did his own thing, but that's all it was. It was a fork. So when you're hearing about the same thing, for those who don't understand it, it's the same way as Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Platinum, and Bitcoin SV came to be. This is what they're doing on the Binance Smart Chain. They're literally looking at the Ethereum Smart Chain. They're looking at great projects, copy and paste on the next one, and boom, people are, for whatever reason, funding these projects, and then the people get the money and leave because it's not a real project.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's the next best thing. So yeah, you got to watch it. I want to answer a question real quick. I'm not sure who said it. I saw it a little earlier, but someone said, hey, let's say you do have bags of Dogecoin. What is your take to do? Yeah. Let me see. I can't remember. Oh, nope. There it is. Fumble the Face. Okay, Fumble the Face said, I think people do dual mining with Doge and Litecoin. And know what said, what should I do with my Dogecoin then? Hold? I would say yes. At this point, you might as well hold it out with a price target of somewhere near that. I mean, you shouldn't have lost that much essentially, unless you just put a lot in there from 7 cents. I think it's at 4 or 5 cents right now. But if you are in it deep, I would just hold, like literally hold. It will pump again eventually. It'll probably pump later this year sometime. If not, wait till Bitcoin gets 100K, it will pump again eventually. So at this point, yeah, you should just sit there in it. All right. Thank you. I see you looking one time. Said tipping the bartenders, checking in and loving the Bitcoin billionaire. Got my first purpose, not a virgin anymore. Let's go. There we go.
Oh yeah. Don't forget to tip the bartender.
There it is. There it is. Fumble the Face said, I would avoid cloud mining personally. Yeah, cloud mining, it's been some things going on with it. I haven't heard of it. When it comes to cloud mining or any of these third-party mining networks, I personally haven't heard of any amazing ones out there.
I haven't either. And and the amount that they give you, you might as well just buy Bitcoin, because if it's going to take a year for you to make that profit back, it's going to be way more. It's going to be way more difficult for you to buy it. So just buy it.
There we go. All right, Yemi. Oh, I did not hear about this, but perfect example right now. Y'all hear Dan Larimore is creating another project again. LOL.
Again.
So people, this is our point about the rebrands and stuff, where it's like, look, maybe that's why we don't have as many views. We mentioned the other day, we're not cynical here. We're just realistic. In the cryptocurrency space, in this ecosystem, to actually start a project and get it lifted off the ground the proper way, it takes about 2 to 3 years. And that's with these projects coming in with $100 million out of ICOs. It's taking them 2, 3, 4 years to get their project off the ground. So if a person is in this space and they're jumping from project to project, I have to personally question which ones are actually getting off the ground and where are they going? Because I don't see how they have the time. I just don't see how they have the time to go project to project. I don't know. What's your thoughts on him?
Oh man, yeah. Well, in my opinion, jumping from project to project, Dan Larimer, he's known to do it. This is his MO, and he'll rebrand and he'll get the noobs of 2022 or something like that. Right. just keep coming out. The new people come, rebrand, just get them too. So he seems to be somebody who can't stick with a project.
Yep, Brian Allen said the Flexa AMP token, check them out. I've actually checked them out. I know people are Interested in it. My only thing about the Flexa network, like everything else right now, is good all the way until the CBDC come out. I was thinking about that yesterday. Actually, a buddy of mine did a video on the Alexa and Flexa network and everything. But that was my thought. I was like, if they come out with a CBDC, that thing could just disappear overnight, just like everything else that's competing with it, essentially. So we'll see. All right, Ruben Perez said daily morning watch routine, Squawk, CNBC, local news, Today Show, CNBC, Gem and the Crypto. There we go. Shout out to that. Much appreciated. All right, co-founder of Floyd Mayweather promoted ICO sentenced to 8 years. People, this is what we mentioned. They are not letting this ICO thing go. A co-founder of the fraudulent 2017 ICO CentraTech has been sentenced to 8 years in prison for his role in the scheme. I'm assuming he didn't have that money to pay back when they came a knocking. Never mind. As I say his name, I know why they really arrested him. So Rob Sharma, the co-founder of the notorious celebrity Sprunk initial coin offering of 2017, who wrote this? CentraTech has been sentenced to 8 years in prison for his leading role in the fraudulent scheme that duped investors out of more than $25 million. Sharma, which they first put Sharma in the article, so I don't even know if his name is Sharma or Shama. Prisoner number 11623 on the line have previously pled guilty to conspiring to commit wire fraud, securities fraud, and mail fraud for material misrepresentations made by him and his co-conspirators to solicit investors to participate in the scheme. Again, they went after him saying he had a fake executive, fake business partnerships, fake licenses. For those who weren't around in 2017, we kept warning people on all our videos that the scammers had reached a new level of sophistication. For those who were around 2017 with the scams that was going on, and literally people would have fake offices, they would have fake administrative assistants and people answering the phone,
fake
they would
teams
have
on the website,
fake teams. They would
faces
literally
of people
create
that
a fake business to ICO and get the money. People like from top to bottom, there were people investing money and creating fake businesses. And this is just a sign of what happened with that, right, Bitcoin Zay?
Oh yeah, and they also would claim they have partnerships with Visa, MasterCard, Bancorp, a money transmitting license.
Those are quick pumps. You say Visa,
quick
that's pumping.
Every time somebody said they had a partnership, what they would do is they would have a conversation with them somehow, talk to them, and they would say, "Can we use your services?" And when they're like, "Yeah," they're like, "All right, now we're partners." And that was it. There was no real official partnerships back in those days. And again, these celebrities went for these ICOs, didn't make any money, didn't help anybody. Except for the money they got up front. And again, this all blew up in their face. And now he is sentenced to 3 years of supervised release and ordered to forfeit more than $36 million.
They took the money. Oh, so he must have made some paper then.
Yeah, they took all the money. But again, when you use famous people to promote it, you got to know that somebody's going to look into it like, okay, so what is this? What is CentraTech? And if there's nothing behind it, your developers haven't done any updates in 2 years, they're definitely going to go after you. So SEC is still on the ICO train.
Yeah, for sure. I was looking at some of the comments laughing. No, and again, that was just Mayweather. Who else? Jamie Foxx, I think, did one.
DJ Khaled.
You got the Kiss front man now. You got Elon
Simmons.
Musk. I saw the comment too. Somebody said, "Is the market and everybody, are they punishing Elon Musk because of that Bitcoin buy?" We did see them basically begging Elon Musk to sell his Bitcoin and to go back into the regular market, buying up his own Tesla shares. But let's see what he decides to do. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa Soul Level Healing said, Doge, I'm betting on the strength of the Reddit community. They are a force to be reckoned with. Imagine we had a coin to unite around. Great show. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa, I can't say nothing bad. Lisa is always positive about the community and the ecosystem. I am with it, Lisa. You're super positive about it, so I can't even be mad. We do need a coin to unite around, and that coin is Bitcoin. No, we can listen. Dogecoin is an infinite amount, but I'm with you. I do think they will pump again. Again, people, I'm gonna keep saying it. Doge will eventually pump again. So if you're stuck, don't sell out. Just don't look at it for a long time.
Yeah.
But it'll eventually pump again. Too rich to miss. Is it profitable to trade crypto for a rookie trader? I'm not sure of the two exchanges, Bybit versus Fimex. Is 5K too small amount to start a trading account? No, for cryptocurrency, 5K is a great amount to start. Bitcoin's and myself both have taken very little amounts of Bitcoin and done decent. So, I mean, 5K, you can start off with 500 and make that happen, like in a market like this. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just make sure you're doing your due diligence. All right, last but not least, as we talk about the dip, MicroStrategy dismisses market uncertainty, buys another Bitcoin dip. I guess he is telling those Tesla analysts off, huh?
Oh yeah, and he's making it so that there's less and less excuses for regular people who are saying, I don't know, I'm scared. Should I buy it? Hey man, he got billions of dollars where he put his money where his mouth is. And every week, every dip, he made $15 million purchase last week, $10 million purchase on Thursday. And so far, the company, they purchased a total of 91,064 Bitcoin worth 4.3 billion. The total cost basis is an average is 2.196 billion with a purchase price of 24,000. So he's basically doubled.
That's dollar cost averaging right there.
Dollar cost averaging right in front of your face, done by a billionaire. So if you're afraid that your $50 or $100 is going to lose money over time, imagine if you have billions. Imagine his thought process that, oh man, I could lose all these billions of dollars. It's going to go to zero one day. I'm sure all of that stuff is what people are scared of, but obviously not. It's not going anywhere. And he also is giving out or doing convertible notes offerings, taking debt and buying Bitcoin with it. So again, he's as bullish as it comes. He just came last year, but he's ahead of the game because he was already a billionaire. And this is a great example for people to see. Keep buying the dip, Michael. Appreciate it.
There we go. Thank you, Michael Saylor, again. Listen, at this rate, he's trying to overtake the Gemini twins. Hey, as long as he's for the community, I'm all for it. The bottom line is Michael Saylor, and again, and he deserves it. Coming from an institutional perspective with the amount of money and assets he's had to make that big jump. You all see I'm trying to be friendly with institutions too. I'm trying to make peace, all right? He does deserve the credit for being the first one of that group to jump, even though, again, he still came 12 years later to the party. But what I will say is, like, the way history will remember him in maybe in the next year, but definitely the next 2 to 3 years, he might mess around and literally be one of the wealthiest Bitcoin holders, or his company may have the most Bitcoin assets. One of them, of course, you're going to have Grayscale, Gemini Twins, Brian Armstrong, but he may be one of the top companies up there when it comes to the amount of crypto held, especially in the United States. And because of that, the way he came in 2020 and bought it all up and all this stuff, he is going to look like the genius that called the top in 2007, 2008. I think it was
Michael Burry.
Yeah. He's going to turn $4 billion. He says about $4 billion worth of crypto. That thing going to people. We're at $50,000. If it goes up to 100, you're talking about $8 billion. Like you can't. Where are you going to get another $4 billion in a year from? Without working, like just literally just making it happen on the back end. That's some trading going on. So, shout out to Michael Saylor for that. Last few comments. Alfonso Clark, please advise the best exchanges and wallets to move your money back into your bank account. I'm screwed with Coinbase. Shaking my head. Hey, people, you gotta stay away from Coinbase. I would say Gemini is good because Gemini, I'm not sure how it goes now, but I know early on, if you got them early, they are very gracious with their limits. And they make that their relationship with the banks are so good, they can actually get you your money back the same day, even if it's a 2 or 3 day transfer sometimes. So I'll say Gemini. I know Uphold's pretty good as well. Bitcoin, say who else you got?
That's pretty much a good list right there.
Low key, Cash App you can too. I think now you just got to give them all your personal information now, and then you can receive Bitcoin as well. And then boom, I know some more just got listed too. Thanks, Alec G. All right, Jizzy Max says Steven Seagal and Bitcoin with the crying face. Hey, you all remember that? Look, Steven Seagal is one of my favorite actors because I was like, if there's anyone who can't act that great but still gets Hollywood hits after hits, that's the guy. And I like him because he's about his business. Mark McDonald said, what is the best platform for a beginner trader?
Probably FTX or Binance, just if you're beginning out. Yeah.
And again, people, when you say trade, make sure if you're doing a day trading, are you doing weekly, mid to long-term holds? Because you could just trade again in your wallet, just do cross-atomic swaps. And if the trades are worth it, the fees aren't that bad as well. So that's something to think about. Also, Lisa, I saw this. Lisa Soul Level Healing said she mentioned some coins. She said Guap coin or Black or A coin are a lot cheaper than Bitcoin. All right, I'm with you on the Guap or the Black. I'm still not messing with A coin, Lisa. All right, I think you're heading down the XRP route. I'm trying to save you. Come back to the light. I'm messing with the Guap coin or the Black coin though. Michael Dab said, "What would a crypto portfolio look like?" Tune into our Sunday show on Talk Shop Live, and we will be talking more altcoins and crypto portfolios as well. And let's see. Too Rich to Miss had one question. I think I'm missing it. But again, any other questions, folks, make sure you tune in this Sunday, 6 p.m. Bitcoin Day. You got the information on that, don't you?
Oh, yeah. So let's pull this up. Let me share the screen here. Where are we at? So weekly roundup number 3. The link, I'll throw it into the chat. But yes, weekly roundup number 3. We have market analysis, our coin of the week, trend of the week, top stories, dyno of the week, and we're also answering your questions in depth. So if you have questions that can't get answered during the week, join us on the weekly roundup, the Gentlemen of Crypto on Talk Shop Live. It's $1.99 to view us. However, the information you're getting is priceless.
Oh man, that was amazing, man. Did you write that first? Was that copy edited? You just did what's top of the head?
Hey man, all improv. We've been improvising for 700 episodes damn near. Hey, I got good at it.
All right, and last but not least, before we leave, Ashley Robles 001 said, "I need to hear the oh yeah one more time."
Oh yeah, let's get it.
Hey, that might be your thing. Did we just find out your call sign, your catchphrase? Oh, that's cool.
So. I do it all the time.
As always, thank you for watching this week. Make sure you smash that like and share. Oh, I think we are literally 20 or 30 people away from what, 8,000 followers?
8,000 subscribers.
We like 40 people away. Look, tell your mama, tell your cousin, grandma, grandpa, everybody tonight to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that like and share. And we will see you all on Sunday with some more crypto news and next week with some more daily news. Cheers.